This year marks the 125th anniversary of the first concert tour by the President's Own. The tradition of the Marine Band Tour began in 1891 under the leadership of 17th Director John Philip Sousa. After his initial request to take the band on tour had been denied, Sousa persisted and eventually presented his request directly to President Benjamin Harrison. In his autobiography, Marching Along, Sousa recalls what transpired. He wrote, "My years in Washington had taught me that if you wish to see the president, see his wife first. So I asked for Mrs. Harrison. She liked the idea of a tour and promised to speak to the president about it. Next morning, I was summoned to see the president. As I entered the room, he rose, shook hands cordially, and leading me to one of the windows which faced the Potomac River, said, 'Mrs. Harrison tells me that you are anxious to make a tour with the band. I was thinking myself of going out of town and,' with a smile, 'it would be tough on Washington if both of us were away at the same time. I have thought it over and believe the country would rather hear you than see me. So you have my permission to go.'" On the first national tour in 1891, the President's Own traveled to 32 cities and towns in New England and the Midwest. The band performed 2 different programs, one for matinees and another for evening concerts. And the programs included Sousa's unique blend of popular music and orchestral transcriptions, as well as his own popular marches. Sousa launched the band's second concert tour in 1892, this time through 37 cities to the Pacific coast and back. But when this tour proved even more successful than the first, Sousa decided to leave the President's Own to form his own civilian band. After Sousa left the Marine Band in 1892, the President's Own made only 5 tours between 1901 and 1915, then traveled yearly between 1920 and 1931. Tours were suspended during the Depression, but took to the road again in 1935 and continued until 1942. During World War II, the band played many additional performances in Washington, D.C. and at the White House to boost wartime morale. Then, national concert tours resumed in 1946 and have continued every year since. Each year, the Marine Band visits one of 5 touring regions within the continental United States, as designated by the Department of Defense. The musical and patriotic display of a national concert tour is made possible by local sponsors who volunteer to host a performance. These sponsors provide the concert site, publicize the performance, and distribute free tickets throughout the community. Performing a concert each night on tour, the Marine Band continues its proud tradition of playing America's music since 1798. For more information, visit www.marineband.marines.mil.